Hey guys, this is just a little different topic to talk about today. Thought I'd come on today and talk a little bit about prices, food prices in particular, but maybe some other things as well. I know it's been mentioned a lot lately on some of the uh, live streams and things that I have uh, engaged in. And so this week this is just, we're back into a rainy spell again. And I've really not been able to do much past 2 days outside. Um, I did go yesterday. My wife was off yesterday, and we I had to go into town. I had to get the tags to go on my truck and get it inspected and all that good stuff. And so she drug me into Walmart. The first time I have been in that place in 6 months, probably. I don't know. I don't really keep track. That's just one place I dearly despise. But we went in there. There was something. I think she had to return something that she had got for Christmas or exchange it or something. I forget what the deal was. That was her main reason. But we thought, well, while you've got me in here, let's go on and get anything that we might need while we're there. And so that's what we did. And then I made a run this morning to our local grocery store just to pick up a few items while I was out. Uh, she needed me to put fuel in her Forerunner. And so I thought, well, while I'm out, I'm just going to go on and pick up. There was something else that we needed that I still don't think I have now. I don't remember what it was, but it'll come to me eventually when I need it and it's not there. So, but I did take some notice to some prices because I haven't, we've done very little shopping really since the first of the year anyway. And through Christmas, we didn't have to do a whole lot because we had a lot of the stuff that we needed. And so we are gradually uh, working on, curbing our trips to the store. And so I'm kind of encouraged by that. But I know, just to give you an idea, get on to what I was going to talk about was the prices. Uh, a lot of people, now this is central North Carolina, so a lot of people were talking about the price of butter has really went up. So our local Walmart, the cheapest they have it, this is their brand, the salted and the unsalted both was I believe it was 274 or something like that. It was a little over $5 for 2 pounds. And what we got at that's 279. That's what it was, 279. And our local store has had it pretty much all year long. Their brand, um, the salted and the unsalted, is running about 249 a pound. And so I've got two more there, and just to put in the freezer to keep it because it will keep in there for a while. And I was looking at the meats. I mean, guys, the meats, I don't care if it's pork, poultry, or seafood or beef, it is all going through the roof. I mean, literally through the roof. And I just glanced at it. I didn't get anything. I just more or less glanced at it just to check the prices. Now, I did not look at anything at Walmart because I don't buy their meat. Uh, I just don't. I'm just our local grocery store right here. I know the people that work there. We're kind of on a first name basis. When they see me and I see them, we always speak and talk. And I trust these folks to some degree. And so I don't mind if I see a good deal on something, I will pick it up there. We bought Boston butts. They've had those on sale for 99 cents a pound recently. And I think there's two in the freezer right now. Uh, One I know, if not two, but maybe two. I can't remember. But those are some things that I look at. But I seen the coffee, And I'm glad we haven't bought any coffee, I don't think, this year, other than maybe the little K cups or something. But the coffee is really going through the roof. Where it's been like $5.99 for I think it's what is that big container? I forget what size that is. But anyway, uh, the Folgers and the Maxwell House both. And now I noticed today it's about $8 for the same thing. So it's gone up by two to $3 depending on which one you get. And that's another thing. And we drink our coffee here. Uh, my wife, myself, and my oldest son, especially my youngest son, will drink it once in a while. But us three, now we love our coffee. That we just love it. And so may have to do like I had an uncle one time. He was just tight. It wasn't the fact he couldn't afford it. He was just tight. Uh, he would just drink a cup of hot water every morning. We may have to get used to doing that. Nothing else. We have to do like the old stone soup recipe is: stick a rock in it to give it a little flavor or something. I don't know. But talking about coffee, I gotta have a swallow. And this is coffee weather here. And right now I just put on a pot of homemade vegetable soup, and I went through the cabinet. I thought I had more tomato, and I know I've got it somewhere. I've just misplaced it, and that's another goal in mind that I would love to do, is to have a place for our canned goods so that I can see what's there and be able to pick it out and get it when I need it. Now I like that shelf there in the kitchen because I can kind of go through and each item have a row on that shelf, and as we use it, stock it back up. And everything's right there. It's easy to get a hold of, and you don't have to go searching for it. And so I don't know. I've got to redo that. That's something that's got to be done. Right now, I don't, guys. Everybody does a little different. I'm kind of particular about showing off my stockpile of food, um, and you need to be careful about that. Uh, I'm just saying. And I don't show everything. I mean, guys, I think I mentioned this the other day. Uh, there's probably not a room in our house that you can't go in, but there's not some food stored somewhere, canned food. And so, but I don't advertise that. So you need to be careful about things of that nature. But, the prices are going up. And even this morning, I told you I had to get gas for my wife, and it's went up. And so I'm just telling you, buckle up your seatbelt, be prepared. And I would really be hesitant about going in debt for anything, any big ticket item that you had to borrow money for. I would really be hesitant about that. And I know there's a lot of people that are buying, looking for new property and different things in that nature. And I really hope you're prayed up and you have a way when you do that. Now, I mean, what I have here is just about paid for. And guys, I mean, I'm just the type, I just don't see going back in debt again at my age and my wife's age. I just cannot see it. I mean, if we had to, we would, but I'm on the downhill side of this thing, so I'd just rather enjoy the roller coaster, or the free roller coaster downhill ride, as you might say. So anyway, but those are some things, coffee, the meats are going up. And here's another thing that's kind of concerning, and maybe some of you guys could help me out on this. Walmart had nothing in regards, they had a few jars, but I don't need jars. I need just the lids. And no lids at all. But our grocery store, and I didn't have a chance to talk to anyone about it, but I noticed they had pretty much did away with the spot where they kept those supplies. That's concerning. Of course, I know they can swap it around and change it as time goes on. But I've not heard anything on the Canon supplies of lately, the lids especially. Now I have some. I'm not out by no means. Every opportunity I find any, I grab them. And I don't want to be a pig about it because I did go to one place and they only had two. I could have bought those two, but I left one for someone else because I do have some. But we should be fine this year, if with what I have now. But going into next year could be different. So I really want to ramp up my stock in the lids. Jars, we're in good shape on those. We've collected those through the years, and then I've bought a few this year where I would see them, and whether I needed the jars or not, I had the lids. But those, when I did find them, they're pricey too. They've gone up on that. And I looked at other things. So far as the stock of the store looked fairly reasonable. Um, I did not see any empty spaces other than the Canon supplies. We had plenty of paper products, paper towels, toilet tissue, things of that nature. All of that looked well stocked. Um, and maybe it might have been a little skimpy over around the rice and the dried beans. That might have been a little skimpy. The soups may have been just a little thin, but I don't think it was. It may just be because they were actually in their stocking shelves as I was going through today, and so that could have had a little effect there on that. But I don't know how it is in your area, but uh, our sales starts every Wednesday, and it goes from Wednesday to Tuesday of the following week. That's the way our sales works around here, and I'm assuming it may be that way in your area too. That's in the southeast United States anyhow. But the guys, that's about what I found today, and um, we didn't get a lot, just some items that more or less it's just items to make things with. It wasn't really nothing uh, to eat itself. I did pick up. I've got to have my Duke's mayonnaise, so anticipating on some homegrown tomato sandwiches this summer. So, excuse me, about to get choked up on that one. And so anyway, uh, you know, just looking at those items, that's pretty much what I've observed. And so just thought I would share this information with you, and maybe if you have some information, feel free to stick it down in the comments below, because I would love to know, how other people are faring. Uh, it's a big thing when I go to Walmart. I'm going to tell you that. You can ask any member of my family. It is a big thing when this boy goes to Walmart, because I had just about soon be off down in that briar thicket, way off down there in the middle of the woods. I would be more content down there than I would at Walmart. Now that's just the way that is. And so anyway, guys, I just thought I would come on and share this with you. I don't have a lot going on right now with the weather the way it is. I've not did anything over at the garden since the last Saturday. Me and my son, we went over there. We did manage to get some wood split, and working on a way trying to get those big pieces of maple up on that wood splitter. And we're going to do it one way or another. If it kills me, it's got to be split. There's a wheelbarrow load in just one of those, and so I'm not going to let it sit there and go to the bed. But I've got 6 more pieces of it, and then we've got the red oak that I cut up. it's all good solid wood too. I mean it's solid. What we did manage to split of that maple, it gave that wood splitter a workout. I'm going to tell you. And maybe I can, when I get back over there and get to doing that, I don't know exactly which direction I'm going to go. I'm not hurting for any firewood right now because I've got a lot put up, so I'm in good shape on that. But I've got to get to cutting some cedar posts, and I figured up roughly how many T-posts I'll need, and I've got to get those. I've got a few. I've bought some. I need to buy a few more. I think it's about 30 more I need to get. I'd really like to have some extra anyway because I always use them in the garden here too. So got that, and then I've got my wire that I've got to get, and staples and the clips and all that good stuff, and so that goes along with it. So anyway, that's where that stands. And my dad, there's no gate down there my grandfather had, and my dad said I could use that gate, so that's going to save me $100 right there, not have to buy a gate. It's a 12-foot gate, which would be the perfect width to getting in and out with a tractor or anything. So I just got to get that and get it moved up here, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. But anyway, guys, that's where we're at today. So just thought I would share this with you, and hopefully we can put some more interesting things on here in the days ahead. So guys, y'all have a great day, and thank you. I'm Little NC Farmer.